It's over for football because Arsenal have officially won the Premier League. After 20 or 22 something years, they have finally won the Premier League. And this was one of the most boring hate watches I've ever had in my whole life. Mateus Fernandes, what you need to be arrested for that miss. You purposely missed that shot. How we don't even need to praise David Raya for that save. You need to be arrested for that shot. If I were you, I would have cut in and scored. If I were you, I would have done something. I would have chipped. But you ruined the chance. You ruined the chance. And you made it over for football today. And how sad is that? And anyone who thinks that Arsenal goal is a robbery, is a scandal, and they robbed West Ham, you are delusional. You are very delusional. Because that is clearly a foul. He abstracted the goalkeeper. But the only thing that makes this unfair is that Arsenal have been playing WrestleMania in the Premier League since the beginning to the end. When Chelsea played against Arsenal, Chelsea should have won that game like 3-1. But what went on? First, they punched Joao Pedro. No foul. He hit Rice's hand. No foul. They pushed and abstracted. Gabriel grabbed Joao Pedro. Still no foul. And then someone who just hold your hand so he supports himself. And you are taking that as a foul, and you cancelled West Ham's goal. It's over, and it is very over. And I don't understand why people think anything can be saved. What are Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest going to do in this situation? What do you think they are really going to do? They can't do anything. Crystal Palace, who are in a Conference League final for crying out loud, you think they care about Arsenal winning the Premier League? They don't. You think they are going to start their Matetes and then Strand their correct wingers against Arsenal because of any Premier League title? You think they care? They don't. They are playing a Conference League final. Even Nottingham Forest, who were in a Europa League final, they benched all their players and started only 2 starters. And they benched their top scorer, and then they were able to whoop Chelsea. So you think Crystal Palace will start their players? They are not going to. And then that means it's over. It's over. Sunderland have nothing. What that is? Sunderland have nothing to play for at this point. Whether they win or lose, no European football for them. And when it comes to what's the name of it? Crystal Palace, they are playing a Conference League final. They want Europa League, so they are not going to start their star players just so that they will stop Arsenal from winning the Premier League. They won't. This West Ham match was the last match, and if Arsenal somehow win the rest of their matches, the Premier League is in their hands, and it's over. It's really over. They have a chance of also winning the UEFA Champions League because this is football. Anything can happen. Right now, Dembele, Doué, and everyone in PSG can get injured. They can. And I think it's over. There's nothing that these Nottingham Forest and Sunderland, they are not fighting for anything. Whether Sunderland or Crystal Palace and all this, if they win their matches, they are not going anywhere. It is West Ham who had some fights to win this match because they were in a relegation battle. What can I say? My team is in 10th position right now. There's nothing I can do. And as I'm going to hate on Arsenal for their progress, I want them to do well because my team is not doing well, even though they are rivals. They are. And Mateus Fernandes, hey, that miss. You need to be arrested for that miss. And I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. All of these London boys, they are all working for Arteta. They are all decoys and they are all his disciples. They are all Arsenal fans. All these London boys, they are all Arsenal fans. They are always those boys, always the ones behind Arteta. How do you miss that shot? Even Nicholas Jackson or Prime Darwin Núñez would have scored that chance. But you didn't just spoil the chance. You squandered it. And now on polymarket.com, I think Arsenal have an 89 or something % chance above the screen. They have a very high chance of winning the Premier League. They do. So what do we do? Falasa.